Hey there guys, my name is Coco Stern, and I'm going to do a small section called Biased Beginnings. And what we're going to do is basically take a look at a game that I just started playing and talk a little bit about it from I did not finish this game perspective. I just started it, but how do I feel towards it just from the beginning? So I did start playing DMC just now, and I'm coming from a biased perspective because I have played all the other ones as well. Well, not all the other ones. I've played 2, a little bit of 3, and 4 to death. I loved 4. If you're unfamiliar with DMC, it has a long freaking history. So, obviously there's a lot of problems with this game in terms of legacy, because you have to look at it as it's not the first game of the series. There are predecessors to it, and if you mess it up, it's kind of problematic. And in a lot of sense, they did do a lot of things differently, and which people hate. For example, I have short black hair, and everybody loves flowing white hair. That's very, very... that's graphical. That's not the gameplay itself, and I always care about gameplay more than I do about graphics. But it is kind of annoying. It is kind of, why are you taking away from something that everybody likes? The second thing is, oh my god, so much flair! Everything is so flary. This is actually the beginning of the first chapter, so there's no spoilers whatsoever. There's not going to be any spoilers because it's just the beginning, unless knowing you're going to have a weapon before you actually have it means spoilers, then stop watching right now. But yeah, there's a ton of flair, which I kind of dislike. The characters aren't that believable. It's just kind of... it's not right. It's not how DMC should be. If I'm looking at it in a biased perspective from the past DMCs, it's a problem. If I'm looking at it as a standalone game, it's okay. It's not amazing. It's a good game. It's a cool action game in that sense. But speaking of that, it's an action game, so let's forget everything else, the graphics and the story and everything else, and let's focus about the gameplay itself. And the gameplay itself is a fun, good action game. It has everything that you'd expect, which is, platforming. You have to find the little nook and cranny and find the key to the door, and then you have to find the door, and there's all kinds of stupid little things that you need to find, completion, and leaderboards, and upgrades, and whatever. So how it plays combat, which is the most important part, that is the part that they changed a lot, and I don't like it so far. I simply don't. In past games, you change the weapon, and then you use that weapon. In this game, I'm currently using the sword, and now I'm pressing E. I'm still pressing E. The button is pressed, and now I'm using the axe. And now I'm pressing Q, and I'm holding Q to use this one. Now you can toggle them. You can actually toggle them, but it's not really comfortable. If you could toggle them, and then an additional press would return it, that would be nice, but you only have turn it on. And pressing the same button again won't change it. Now the thing is, I just received, I'm at mission 7, sorry for spoiling specific details about the technical things, I'm at mission 7 and I just got an additional weapon for my, for this side. So now I have 2 for this side, I'll probably have 2 for the other side as well. And, you have to keep this pressed, and you can hit, and you can have the additional hit, which is F in terms of keyboards. You can always, obviously you can use an Xbox controller, and I did try, but once you start with one of them, once you start with just the computer or just the Xbox controller, it's hard to switch. It's really hard to switch. I started with the computer, I played on the Xbox controller, and it's so weird that I can't do it. I have to play computer to finish. But the thing is, I don't like it. It makes it weird to chain things. It's too different. And one of the other big issues is that you do not have lock-on. In past DMC games, you do something, whatever you do, it's fun. You do stuff, and if you lock on to someone, usually with shift, I just press shift and it evaded, you lock on to something, and then your moveset changes a little bit. And the lock-on also helps you to lock on the specific target that you want. In this game, you just have to look at it. And it's uncomfortable because you can miss. I mean, I want to target this character, this flying, annoying little character that dies really quickly. I want to target him, but it's targeting that thing, and it's annoying. And it's uncomfortable, and I dislike the fact that I'm changing things with these. I mean, it's weird. It's weird, and I want my DMC back in that sense. So if you really look at it from a bias perspective, it's annoying, and you're not going to like it. If you've played past DMCs, you are not going to like this, and there's nothing you can do about that. In terms of a game, a standalone game, it's a decent game. It's a good game. It doesn't have anything that I want to murder and just die, you horrible, horrible thing. It's really nice. The menus are nice. You can check things. I really like the fact that when you actually have a move list of the things that you have, and you can try them out. Well, right now I can't, but if you're at the store and you're buying new upgrades, you can try them out. You can go into training. Well, yeah, training is in the main menu only, but you can go into training and try the new thing before you actually buy it, which is really lovely for DMC. It's a really great addition. And you just do it just immediately, and the loading times are good depending on your rig. My computer is pretty strong, but so everything around it is nice, but specifically for DMC, it's kind of annoying. It does take a lot of skill to get used to this, and using right click and left click, and while pressing these, which changes it, and F for the secondary attack. It's cumbersome, and you have to get used to it, and that's about it. That's Bias Beginnings. I think I'm going to do another one once I finish the game. I'm going to call that Afterthought, which will be an afterthought after the game. Do I really play? Do I want to play more after finishing the main story? Especially in DMC, the way you have replayability is that you just play the game again in a different difficulty level, and there's like 15 of those. I'm exaggerating, there's 6, but that's replayability for DMC. At 4, I played everything, including the most difficult ones, because you get pretty good with time, and I loved it. And it's incredibly repetitive. In this game, so far I don't like it, and I'm at mission 7. I don't know how many there are, but we'll see. So anyway, this is Bias Beginnings. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you to decide if you want to get this game or not. DMC for the PC, it came out yesterday, 25th of January. And that's it for me. See ya, I'm gonna go kill stuff, I guess.